Look over here.
Yeah.
Ow. Wow. What an episode. What a runway. What a time to be here for the second to last week of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. We're almost done. How sad. But hello, divas. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to...
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks from episode 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 7. I'm Logan Micha, say something gay. And I am drinking today what I have dubbed the Winter Candy Apple Red Bull. Because it is the winter edition Fuji Apple and Ginger Red Bull today. Very excited, very lovely. And as always, cup mug on hand, Lana G Creations at Etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And it is also right above Misha's head over there in that top right corner. So make sure to go check it out.
Hey, hello, it's Misha, your Parisian correspondent, and tonight, for this runway of some gardens, I'm drinking some infusion of apricot plus chili. It's very wintry, and yeah, it's spicy enough for me to talk about this runway pretty spicily.
I was gonna say, that sounds fantastic, yeah. This whole time, I was like, I felt like Jujubee on All Stars 5. What is English Country Gardens Eleganza? Like,
Indeed.
What is backyard eleganza? I love Jujubee. I love Jujubee so much. But yes, we're gonna dive into some runways that may or may not be English Country Gardens. We'll talk about it. We're gonna dive into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Make sure to like as well, hit the notification bell, and share. Do all the lovely, fabulous, and fantastic things. If you've not already checked out our exit interview this week with the beautiful, fabulous, and stunning Miss Tayris Mongardi, make sure to check that out as well. And if you've not checked out our episode recap with Nyang Bella, icon, diva, stunning gorgeousness, that was a whole hell of a lot of fun. Make sure to check that out as well, because we got into it. We got into that and was very, very exciting as well. So make sure to check out both of those episodes, as well as everything else we're doing here on this channel and everything else across the Cup Network. All the links for that are in the description below. You can follow us on our socials as well, at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow both of us, our links are down below as well. But we are here to dive into English Country Gardens Eleganza, or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever. And first up, we have Bones. In a look that apparently a bunch of people have worn, according to Nyang Bella. Tia Coffee's worn it. I forget who else she said.
Jade from
Jade
Little Mix
Thirlwall's worn it. I'm sorry, I still don't like it. And I think for me, in this ensemble, what is doing it for me is the styling. Because I think Bones looks gorgeous, but I don't get the pretty makeup and the perfect wig with this look. That's kind of what's throwing me off here. I also just kind of don't really like the outfit. And I think it's really for me, it's coming down to personal taste. Like, I just think that's what it is for me. It's constructed beautifully. I will say the construction of it is gorgeous. I think it's for personal taste. It's just not for me.
Wow, I can see your point. I think that Bones in Moss looks at least as good as Kate Moss during her heyday. I actually kind of enjoy this look. The color is hideous, but it's by design. I mean, Moss, lichen, and all that kind of stuff, they have this coloring. And sometimes also, English Ivy does when it's a bit drabby, lighter version, when it's really splashed onto, say, like the wall of a mansion. So I kind of see the fantasy. I love the silhouette, but there are also like some things which I really wanted it to be sharper as a silhouette, because geometrically it kind of feels okay, we have this triangular idea, and then it kind of falls apart. But yeah, I get Moss is supposed to be drabby. And yeah, Bone's face looks delicious and wonderful, and her legs are underlined, and the makeup is great. I'm just like, it's not even a critique. I'm just wondering how would it look in different other runway lighting situations. For example, if it was like UK All Stars, if it was less purple violetish, if it was something like red and black as in Philippines, maybe it would pop up more. But for what it is, I kind of enjoy it still. Yeah, many people have worn it, and when Bones wants to adopt some new daughter in her drag family, she can already call her Moss Bones, and they'd have a podcast of Moss and Bones. So kind of enjoyed it.
That was good. I'll give you that one. That was good. I just would love to see it with different styling, to be honest with you, because I think there's like this, you could like, and Bones has had such really cool high fashion and like alternative interpretations. Like I think of the Cuddly Wuddly runway where she came out, and I still don't know what that look was, but like I kind of wish she had taken it that direction almost with this. And it's just really the styling that throws me off here. So I appreciate the construction of the garment. So for me, I'm going to give it a 70 because it is still like all the pieces are there. It's just for my personal taste, it's not connecting with me.
Well, I'm not going to be much higher because of the thing that it's like been worn so many times. Also, I think it's going to be sensible 74 for me.
Okay, cool. Elle Vosque. I love this look. I think this is actually my favorite look of the night on this occasion. I think it's just so classically English in a beautiful Northern Irish kind of way. I think she's it's very Mary Poppins almost. It's very like this is kind of what I was expecting. And I think that's been kind of the beautiful thing about Elle throughout the season is she's kind of given a little bit of exactly what we've expected in very unexpected ways. And I really appreciate that. I think, the hat is stunning. The garment is absolutely beautiful. I love the print of this coat. I think it's just absolutely stunning here. And then the tulle skirt with the detailing and the bag, all of it is just so beautifully done, and that skirt hits at just the perfect spot. It's all just so fabulously done. I'm really impressed with Elle, and I have been most weeks. I've really just been I've been quite impressed with her journey on this season. Yeah, very well done.
Very well done indeed. I actually kind of warmed up to this look having rewatched the episode after the podcast yesterday. I think it's probably my favorite Elle's look of the season, question mark, maybe.
For me,
the
it's
thing
still
that,
the poodle. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
the poodle.
The poodle
This
is
is
great.
a very close second. Yeah.
This is indeed, yeah, poodle was also great. The thing that threw me off initially was actually the skirt, because although it went so well with the hat, they're both like this black chiffon, semi-transparent, translucid kind of garment. I thought it kind of, I don't know, it didn't flatter her while she was walking. But also, you're right that it's pretty much a classical English, like derby, even horse race situation style, where sometimes the silhouette would be sacrificed for comfort. And I mean, why not? Especially when you're in English summer rain that can last for ages. And I especially love the Jaberas on her basket, question mark, and whatever she's holding in her left hand, because that's my favorite color, that's my favorite flower. And anytime Jabera appears absolutely anywhere, I'm just so delighted. The coat, I adore it. The makeup is phenomenal, and also this is the year 2025, as we remember. We said it many times on the pod, is the year of a singular curl glued to the forehead, and
that really, truly. Trend alert 2025 Drag Race.
Yeah, so many seasons.
Single curl glued to the face. Like, oh my god. I kind of maybe want to go through and see how many times it has happened on Drag Race this year.
Indeed.
Oh god. It countless.
But yeah, I really warmed up to this look, and yeah, the top half I loved already yesterday. With the skirt, I wasn't sure. Now, I'm kind of digging it more. So yeah, it's a fabulous look from Elle, and if it fits the brief, whatever the brief was, because even the judges apparently had very bizarre critiques about the brief.
I don't know what the brief is still, and whatever. I don't
She's
know.
a garden. She's a full
I'm
production.
gonna give Elle here a 97. I really appreciate this look.
This is a great look as well. I'm gonna give Elle a 94. Very close.
Next up, Miss Silllexa Diction. We were kind of all over the place in the recap when it came to this look. I know I was a little bit on the lower end. I rewatched the runway because we were kind of all over the place. What I will say is I think the detailing on this look is spectacular. And that's what I've had to say about Silllexa this entire season. Her detail work is sublime. I've loved seeing how detail oriented she is in her drag. That is never anything I'm going to take away from her. My biggest issue, and it's something that Randy actually pointed out to me when we were watching this, and you can't see it in these photos. The corset is not as well made. And you can see it when she turns around. She's hiding it a little bit with the bustle of the flowers in the back, but the actual corset of the garment is not as well made. And it was very noticeable to me immediately as well. And that does kind of throw it off. It's a weird, because I do like this almost like window pane design of the corset and the skirt. I really do like that. But then when you get around to the back, it does kind of like fold in on itself a little bit. And I understand it's how she had to design it for the look. And I understand that. It is just one of those things that I noticed immediately and went, oh, no. But I get what she was going for here. And like I said, the detail work is great. I love the train. I love the giant rose. There's a lot of this look that I really, really do love. The construction of it is just, I wish the construction work was done better.
Yeah, I'm actually closer to Rupert now because Rupert was the only one who said it's Chaity Grande. I think that even despite, I see the issues with the corset, and it was like kind of visible when she was walking, literally, because it kind of gave her, I wouldn't say an unflattering shape, but just some very weird, like alien-esque, as if like in the original Alien, something was trying to probe out of her, belly. Yeah, but otherwise I think it's a spectacular look. I think it's still even knowing that she constructed it whole, maybe corsets are still not like her thing, but the garment itself is spectacular. I think this is my still favorite look of the week, slightly above Elle's. I adore the camp of the gigantic rose. It's so cool. It's so also plant meat eaters kind of style. It goes well to Tim Burton's universe. It goes well with plenty of UK references, also like something like Blackadder, where they had this like giant puppets of trees and animals and whatnot. It's almost like Monty Python-esque in a sense, but she looks fierce. Yeah, her makeup looks phenomenal. The updo is updoing, despite English rain, apparently. And the color of the bodice itself is so good. And I actually also don't mind this like poo brown in the end, because this kind of gives her this feeling that she's the flower which has been planted. So this is kind of the earth she's been set into. The seeds are somewhere in her train. So I just love the silhouette so much. I think it's a great look.
I am going to give her obviously major props for making this whole thing, and I do agree corsets may not be her strongest suit. I am going to give her major props for making this whole thing, including making the corset. I still really enjoy the look. It's going to be an 82 for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give Silllexa a 95, just 1 point above Elle.
Fair. Tayris. I don't care that she had this already. I don't care that she wore this for a ball. Nyong Bella. I still really enjoy this. I think this is so fun. I love that she has this as a nod to Beyonce's Lemonade. I think that's such a smart reference to make here. I really, really appreciate this look. I will say, though, I do agree with Rupert. I like the way she has this styled on Instagram a lot more. I will say that. I think I like that styling better than the way she has it styled here. And I will agree with Nang Bella in the recap yesterday. I wish the glasses were a little bit more intentional. I don't really particularly love the way that they're styled here in this look. But I do love the full print going on from the neck down to the heel of the shoe. I do really appreciate that. The whole look is sickening. I really, really love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree with you on the styling as well. I think that even if she had like a bouquet or some, like Elle have this like sunflower or Jabera's head somewhere also just maybe in her arms, maybe not exactly attached to this look, this is probably sold the flowery fantasy even more. But as it is, yeah, it's super cool. I enjoy the silhouette, although it swallows her. It looks kind of like Christmas tree on her at times. And it was probably a detriment to her movements in the lip sync because we know how fluid Tayris is and how great of a dancer she is. Maybe that was kind of, this final push. But yeah, who knows how the lip sync was judged. What was in RuPaul's head after Catrin made this funny face and funny gesture. But yeah, here it's so cool. I also wish probably that she kept the sunglasses on her for the entire time and maybe just put them off for the critics. I think in this particular scenario, it would work well because they just like add more to the lemons as opposed to the makeup she has on her eyes, which is gorgeous, but it's kind of going into more abstract territory or like Black empowerment territory, which is great, or literally Beyonce territory, which is like all this is fair and valid. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy this look a lot. Although, at some points, especially while she was standing like this streamlined, it did swallow her up a little bit. It reminded me when she was walking, like her arms outstretched. It was kind of like an umbrella situation. And then when she was standing for the critiques, listening to the judges, it was kind of the umbrella got closed after the rain. So it seemed a bit bulky, although like it was not. But it's just the way the fabric goes. But otherwise, I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Tayris a 90.
I'm on the same page. Yeah, I'm giving Tayris a 90. Love this look.
Fun.
Love this look.
And last up, Catrin Feelings as Tia Coffee as Effie Trinket walking into Umbrella Academy.
Speaking of umbrellas, yeah, literally.
Right. Here's the thing, and we talked about it in the recap. I really like this. I don't quite get it for the category, other than the fact that she kind of looks like a leaf. But I really like it. So my score is gonna reflect how much I like it. Not for the category. But I really like this is one of my favorite things Catrin has worn this season. Like, I love this. It's so high fashion. And I agree with what we were talking about in the recap. I wish she had modeled it high fashion because it's so fucking cool. I love this. I love all of the different tones of green going on. Like, I think it's so cool. The one alteration I would have made is that I wish that the wig was like a blonde with like a little bit of a green tint to it. Like blonde leaning like a putrid green or like a lime green almost. So that way it kind of like fully goes monochromatic. But that's just a nitpick. I do think this hair works with the look for sure. But like the shoulder pad is so cool. I love this leaf skirt she's got over this high-waisted corset skirt. maxi skirt. Like, it's so fucking cool. And in a way, I still kind of get it for the runway category, because she's just like high fashion Leaf. And I kind of fuck with high fashion Leaf. So you know what? Work, high fashion Leaf. Yeah. Couture Leaf. I'm here for it.
Good.
She could be, you know what? She's like the cunty grass type gym leader in a Pokemon game. And I'm really here for it. Actually, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm convincing myself of the fantasy, Catrin. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm there. You know what? No, I've convinced myself.
Oh.
Delusion. I convinced myself. There we go. Done.
Well.
I've done it. Period.
It's phenomenal.
There we go.
Yay. In fact, they go so well with their crush. I mean, with their / future partner, who knows, Tayris. Because if you zoom very closely on a lemon and its stem and the leaf around lemon, you'll get Catrin's look.
Literally.
This is just the very, very zoomed in part on the lemon, growing in lush greenery. That, by the way, would also explain 2 different shades of green, although initially I kind of didn't enjoy it that much, but then I thought, a stem and a leaf. Of course, they wouldn't be the very same shade of green most of the plants on Earth. So in this scenario, I kind of enjoy it. I agree with you probably, I would take the same thought about the color of the hair, and maybe we should have a green wig also. That would be like very cool, for this monochrome fantasy. But otherwise, those 2 greens, a leaf on her head and the clear, structure of a leaf, which is asymmetrical and so cool. I enjoy it thoroughly. So kudos to you, Lemon Tree.
Oh my god, I didn't know Lemon was competing.
Yeah, indeed.
She's back on UK. Hopefully she doesn't go home first this time.
Not this time, clearly.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I've convinced myself. I'm also going to give Catrin a 90.
Whoa. I'm going to give Catrin an 88. I think she...
That's fair. That's fair. And that is that on that for this occasion. So thank you for joining us for this Look Over Here episode. Make sure to check out our interview with Tayris and our episode recap with Nyong Bella. On the way out, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out everything else we are doing here across the Cup Network, including but not limited to the premiere of Canada's Drag Race. Make sure to get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.